This is Brian Icenhower, and I'm here with Diego Espinoza today. He is Realtor Magazine's 2016 30 Under 30 winner, and actually someone that I've known for quite some time. I got to work with Diego during his first few years in the business, and at the amazing age, he started 21 years old. I just got to tell you these few things about him. He was 21 years old, and I used to get to work at like 8:30 in the morning, and I'd catch Diego sleeping in the back of his car. He was working so hard, and what he did, when I mean working hard, it was out of control. He was finishing up his business finance degree at Fresno State University, which was taking full-time class loads, and at the same time, in his first full year in the business, he sold, I think it was 102 homes. I think he was 22, possibly around that time, 22, 23 after his first full year, and it was amazing. So to watch how hard this kid worked, and how at such a young age too, was truly inspiring for me. So Diego, thank you for being on the call with us.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you. Pleasure.
Yeah, looking good, man. And you're now 26, right?
26, feeling like I'm 76, but I'm 26.
Yeah, he's still going. Yeah, well, you sold enough home for the average 30-year real estate veteran already. So he's still going really, really strong. And you got to check out Realtor Magazine's 30 Under 30 to learn a little bit more about Diego. We're only going to take a little bit of his time today. I think what's phenomenal about it, though, I mean, he's young, so he had to overcome that. He was going to school full time, so he had to deal with that. Then also a big chunk of your clientele, you're from Central California, you speak Spanish, and a big chunk of it was the Mexican farm labor community. So Diego, tell us about that a little bit.
Well, it started for me, Brian. It was, I was 21, I looked 18 and acted 15. So there was a lot of people that were going to trust you, right, to represent them, but I didn't know my stuff. I did volume. I was doing a good amount of real estate, and so I didn't know my stuff. But the clientele that I went after was a clientele that needed an agent as much as I needed a buyer, and that was the Hispanic farm labor community. And it was a client base that I knew. I understood them. I was in farm labor until I was 16. It's something that a lot of people don't know. But I did farm labor up and down California till I was about 16 years old. So when I got there, when I would get there with a client, we were talking the same language. Okay, I understood their needs. The properties that they were going after was something that I saw with them eye to eye. So it was a real good fit. And the market was kind of at the bottom, so a lot of the farm labor with not a lot of income were finally able to purchase a home, right? Right. They were able to purchase a home, and I took that on, man, and it worked so well that now those people's sons and daughters are still calling us today. So it says something about building a good rapport and having the good referral business come back. If you do a good job, so it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what I've always liked about you is your client-centric philosophy. It's hard to imagine this when someone sells over 100 homes on a regular basis, but you do. You put the clients first, and you really put some serious importance on understanding the different needs of different clients and understanding they're not all the same. And you've had some unique ones. Talk about that.
Well, yeah, every client's different, and it's so easy. I did 160 to 163 units last year.
Wow.
Yeah, first place.
26. When you're 26, I like to bring that up. So carry on.
And out of 1,100 agents, we're #1 in the market. So something I'm very, very proud of. But if you look at the numbers, our lowest sale was a lot for $11,000. Our highest sale on our team was somewhere around $1 million. So you go, we're helping everyone, Brian, and we understand that everyone has different needs. So I'll give you a quick story of where I kind of forgot this for a minute, and it was almost to where we lost a transaction, but more so than that, a client, right? Because that's what's important in the end. We had a gentleman, he was selling his house, was over 60, I just assumed, hey, this guy knows email. I'm going to send him the contract via DocuSign, right? That's what we move. That's how we move as agents. That's what we wanted it done. And I almost lost the listing. I could not figure out why he was not really being responsive anymore. Turns out the gentleman did not use email, okay? Did not know what DocuSign was, and was too embarrassed to let us know that. So I finally peeled it back, found that out. We sent one of my assistants to walk him through how to make a Gmail account, got him an email, and from there on out, we were able to do everything via DocuSign, and the deal closed successfully. So it just goes to show, you know, we want to make sure that we're putting our clients first and taking those minutes, because it's really just minutes, and that's all we need to take to really understand, you know, who the client is, what their goal is, and who they are. You know, they might not know email, they might not know DocuSign, but hey, they're a client that has a property that wants to get it sold, and we need to be able to help them as a real estate agent. So we have to be prepared to just take those extra minutes and understand buyers and sellers.
Yeah, I love that. Clients needs first, and the money will follow. I think that's great.
That's something that, sorry to interrupt you, but that's something that you guys used to say a lot back in our training when I started out. I would sit there and listen to you guys, and it was something that just stayed in my mind forever. You guys would always say that. Say, hey, you know, follow the vision, and the money will follow. And it's absolutely true. It is absolutely true. We can go into stories forever, but we don't have enough time today of just how many times we see that come back time and time again. That you know, if we perform in a good way, they'll come back through a referral business. They'll tell a friend, something will happen, and the money will be there. That's a byproduct if we're doing our job correctly.
Well, no, your acts and your service evidences that. I mean, to take a 6-year-old client that doesn't have an email account, set him up with an email, and then give him an online tutorial and sit there and train him how to use his email to speaking Spanish and to different groups of people to help to get them to understand the home buying process and successfully own a home as many times as you have to. No one evidences that more. Diego, thank you so much for your time today. It was awesome, and sharing your advice. And congratulations on all the success, man. I couldn't be prouder, man.
Hey, thank you so much, Brian. You've been there since day one, man. So thanks.
It's good to still be a factor. All right. Take care, my friend.
Take care.